Hello everyone, myself Sneha Shah from LG Institute of Engineering and Technology from the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. Today I will explain you from the subject of probability and statistics. We will do some examples from the last year GTU examination from the unit of basic probability and basic statistics. The first example is in how many different ways can 4 of 15 laboratory assistants be chosen to assist with an experiment. So to solve this example we will start from if we want to solve this example we have to find four different ways from 15 different ways of laboratory assistant, right? So in this there is not particular way to we have to arrange this laboratory assistant. So we can take any 4 combinations from this 15 combinations. So we have to find out combinations from n number of terms. We have to select r number of combinations. So we have to find out NCR. Now if you want to find out value of n means what? Total number of ways. So from this we can say that total number of ways equals to 15. So the value of n equals to 15. The value of r equals to 4. By using 4 different ways we can find out that how many different ways can be 4 of 15 laboratory assistants can be chosen. So it will be fine by using 15 if we'll putting the value of n and r in this equation. So we have to find out 15C4. Now if you want to find out 15C4 then we can say that 15 factorial upon 15 minus 4 factorial into 4 factorial. Now if we will simplifying this term it will gives us answer of 15 minus 4 means 11 factorial and into 4 factorial. Now this will be convert in terms of 15 into 14 into 13 into 12 into 11 factorial. Now this 11 factorial will be cancelled out and this 4 factorial will convert in terms of 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So if we will simplifying this term 4 into 3 12 2 cancel out, so 7 into 15 into 13. So the final answer of this equals to 1365. So 1365 different ways to arrange 4 of this 15 laboratory assistants for any particular experiment. Now the next example is if 5 of 20 tires in storage of defective and 5 of them are randomly chosen for inspection, that is each tire has the same chance of being selected. What is the probability that the 2 of the defective tires will be included? So if you want to solve this, first of all we will start from total number of tires are 20, right? So if we will find out total number of ways, then what will be the total number of ways? From this 20 tires we have to select 5 tires, right? So from 20 tires we have to select 5 tires. You have to keep in mind that if a particular arrangement is required then we will use permutation, and if there is particular arrangement is not selected or it is not important then we will taking the combination of this 5 particular thing. Like from the 20 tires we are selecting 5 different tires, so for that we will take combination. So you have to differentiate to solve any example that we have to take combination or permutation. So for that you have to keep in mind that if a particular arrangement is required then you have to take permutation, otherwise you can take the combination. So in this particular arrangement is not required, so we will taking this combination. So from this 20 tires we have to select 5 different tires, right? So the total number of ways will be considered as 20C5. Now we have which are considered as defective. Now from this we have to take these 5 of them are randomly chosen for the inspection. So it means from this 20 we will select 5 in which we have to find that it is defective. So any 2 of it will be defective. So if we will finding this probability of A, now what is A? A means event in which we are selecting defective task. So if we will finding it, we can say that from 20 tires, 5 tires are defective, right? So 5 tires are defective. From these 5 tires, we have to select 2 different defective tires. So from these 5 tires, we have to select 2 defective tires. So we can say that from 5 tires, we have to select 2 defective tires. From this total number of combinations means 20C5. So if we'll removing this 2 tire, then we have to select 5, right? So if we are removing this 2, then we have to select, now we have to select 3 different tires which are not defective. So total number of tires are 20. From that we have removed this 5 tires which are defective. So now non-defective number of tires are 15. So we have to take 15. From these 15 tires we have to select 3 non-defective tires. So total number of tires selection is 2 plus 3 means 5. From 5 defective tires we are selecting 2, and from 15 non-defective tires we will selecting 3. From total number of 20 tires, from that we have to select 5 different tires. Now this will be solved like this. 5C2 means 5 factorial upon 3 factorial. 5 minus 2 means 3 factorial into 2 factorial, right? Similarly, if we will solving this 15C3 means 15 factorial upon 15 minus 3 means 12 factorial into 3 factorial into, if we will writing for this 20C5, it means 20 factorial upon 20 minus 5 means 15 factorial into 5 factorial. Now if we will solving this, then the answer will be 0.2934. So this one is the probability of occurrence of selection of 2 defective tires from this 20 tires in a storage. So this is your final answer. Now the next example is, if 3 balls are randomly drawn from a bowl containing 6 white and 5 black balls, what is the probability that one of the balls is white and the other 2 black? Now how we solve this example? Total number of balls are 6 white balls and 5 black balls. So if we will finding the total number of balls, now what is total number of balls? 6 white ball plus 5 black balls. So total number of balls are 6 plus 5 means 11 balls, right? Now from this we have to select 3 balls. So we have to select from 11 balls, we have to select 3 balls. Particular arrangement is not required, so we will using combination. So 11C3 will be selected. From this total number we have to select, now we have to select, or we have to find the probability that one ball is white. Means from this 6 ball, from 6 ball we have to select 1 ball which is white. So from 6 we have to take 1 combination, so we will take 6C1. And from this 5 black balls, we have to select 2 black balls. So from 5 black balls we have to select 2 black balls. So from this you can see that 1 plus 2 equals to 3 and 6 plus 5 equals to 11. So we are finding probability of occurrence of A, in which A means event in which we are taking one of the ball is white and the other 2 are black. Now if we will simplifying this, then it will be considered as 6 factorial upon 6 minus 1 means 5 factorial into 1 factorial, and this will be simplifying like this: 5 factorial upon 5 minus 3. 5 minus 2 means 3 factorial into 2 factorial into 11C3 will be written like this: 11 factorial upon 11 minus 3 means 8 factorial upon 3 factorial, and if we'll simplifying this, then the answer will be 4 by 11. So this is your probability of occurrence of one of the ball is white and the other two balls will be black. Now the next example is compute the coefficient of correlation between x and y using the following data. X and y is given to you like this: 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 11, 18, 12, 10, 8, 7, 5. Now from this we have to find coefficient of correlation from the unit of basic statistics. So how will solving this example? First of all, I will write this term in the column wise. So I will start from x. X will be written like 2, 4, 5, 6, 8 and 11. If I am adding all this term, it will give us answer of summation x. The value of summation x equals to 36. Similarly, I will write y, that the y value of y equals to 18, 12, 10, 8, 7, 5. If we will adding this all the term, it will give us answer of summation y, and answer of it equals to 60. Now the next term we will finding, which is x square. Value of x square equals to 2 square equals to 4, 4 square equals to 16, 5 square equals to 25, 3 square equals to 36, 8 square equals to 64, 11 square equals to 121. And if we'll adding all this term, it will give us answer of summation of x square, and answer of it equals to 266. Now next term what we have to select. So for that, first of all I will write down the equation of coefficient of correlation. The equation of coefficient of correlation equals to R equals to summation x into y minus summation x summation y upon n. So first of all we have to find out summation x, summation y. Already we had find out it. Now we have to find out summation xy, means first of all we will multiplying x with y, and then we will adding all the term which will give us summation xy, upon we have to find out under root summation x square minus summation x whole square upon n into under root of summation y square minus summation y whole square upon n. So for this, first of all we have to find out summation x square. So for that we had already find the summation x square, means first of all we had find out x square and then we had find the value of summation x square. Similarly we will finding the summation y square. So for that, first of all we will finding the value of y square, and then we will adding all this term. So next term we have to find out, which is summation y square. So for that, first of all I will find out y square. 18 square we have to find out this. 18 square means 324. Next term is 12 square, which is 144. 10 square 100. 8 square 64. 7 square 49. 5 square 25. If we'll adding all this term, it will gives us answer of summation y square, which is equals to 706. Now we have to find out value of x into y, means if we will multiplying this two term, 18 into 2 equals to 36. Likewise we will finding all the other terms, and if we will finding all the other terms, the answer of it will be like this. If we will adding all this term, it will gives us summation of x into y, and answer of it equals to 293. Now we will putting all this value in the next term, and also we have to find out value of n. N means number of sample. How many number of samples will be there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So here we will take, instead of n we will take n equals to 6. So I will write this over here. The value of n equals to 6. So we will use all this value, and in this equation if we will put this value, then the equation will be like this. Summation xy will gives us answer of 293 minus summation x means 36 into summation y means 60 upon the value of n equals to 6 upon under root summation x square, value of summation x square equals to 266. Summation x means 36, its square divided by 6. Under root of summation y square, value of summation y square equals to 706 minus summation y equals to 60, its square upon number of samples equals to 6. Now if we will simplifying this term, the above term will consider as minus 67 divided by 72.7966, and if we will solving this, the answer of it equals to minus 0.9203. So this is your final answer of correlation coefficient. So this way we can find out the value of correlation coefficient. So to find the correlation coefficient, first of all we have to find out x into y, then we will adding all this value, then we have to add all the values of x, all the values of y, we have to find out number of samples n, then we have to find out x square, we will take summation of it, then we will find out y square and its summation, and if we will putting all this value in this equation and solving this, then we can find out the correlation coefficient.